Welcome to a new dimension of movie exploration. This is the horror. We're about to embark on a journey through the realms of horror, science fiction, and fantasy films that will leave you with fresh insights into your favorite movies. Join us as we delve into these cinematic worlds, peeling back the layers of storytelling, characters, and the eerie, uncanny, and fantastical elements that make these films unique. From cursed crypts to distant galaxies, the horror is your portal to a realm where cinematic fear takes shape, where dreams are woven from stardust, and where dark fantasies come to life. So, hit that subscribe button and share our episodes with your fellow movie enthusiasts, because you're about to discover your favorite films in a whole new light with us. Get ready to explore the intricate tapestry of horror, science fiction, and fantasy cinema. Buckle up, for an adventure through the unknown world of movies awaits. This is the horror.
Today we got two werewolf movies that are totally different. The Cursed and the Wolf or Snow Hollow. They're totally different. One is takes place in Britain. It's a very classic, handsomely produced movie, very gothic, very dark. Takes place over a 35-year period in the late 1900s and early 20th century, with two stars, Kelly Riley, who everybody knows from Yellowstone, and Boyd Holbrook, who's in so many things, but probably most notable or most memorable from the recent Sandman series on Netflix. But he was in Predator. He's a go-to guy if you need, like he was in Logan. Anyway, classic, old style werewolf movie, but with there was an attempt to totally change out some of the basic tropes. The one thing I don't want to do is do too much about spoilers, but I will say they are so different, and I'm really going more for just looking at the difference in tone and how they have such a totally different feel and experience. The other movie, as I say, the Wolf of Snow Mountain, is an indie film by Jim Cummings, who is the main actor and also directed and wrote it. And so let me focus on that one first, since it's so much fun, actually. And the reason it's fun is because it's so character driven, and his character, I mean, clearly when you're the actor, writer, director, you have so much freedom. And clearly his focus was on character. And his character really is, it's a scene stealer. Because he's a mess. He's a total mess. He's the chief of police. His father, it's the last film by the great Robert Forster, and who everybody knows from Jackie Brown, but has had a very long career. You probably also know Better Call Saul. And Ricky Lindstrom is in it, who you might know is a comedian and actress, but she's probably best known for Garfunkel and Oates. Garfunkel and Oates is a comedy musical duo. Obviously, it's a play on the Simon and Garfunkel and Hall and Oates, and they just do kind of dirty, funny songs. She's great in it, and it's probably the best thing I've ever seen her do. Overall, an enormously fun movie. I can't recommend it highly enough. So, let's start because werewolf movies don't have the best reputation in the world. Probably everybody's favorite is American Werewolf in London. So we're going to just take a minute to look at these two completely fresh approaches, or different approaches in any case. So if you were to watch the two movies as a double feature, you would be getting almost a 190 degree difference in experience. Now, So The Cursed, if I had a complaint about it, is that you're probably going to have to watch it more than once. It's just very brooding, very dark, very complex, and it's doing things that are supposed to undermine our expectations of the normal werewolf movie that we're most, which I guess the easiest one to focus on would be the Universal Dark Universe, which was meant to be built up around all the various Universal monsters with Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins. But in any case, the whole point of making this movie was to kind of undermine some of the conventions and expectations. The main impetus was the gypsies, and of course massive racism in the English countryside, where the owner of the manor wanted to get some gypsies off of a property that adjoined his property, and so they killed them. And of course, when you mess with gypsies, you're going to get cursed. It is beautifully done, except the pacing and, frankly, trying to unravel the story is going to require more than one viewing. Now, The Wolf of Snow Mountain takes place in Utah, and the dynamic and the fun of it is his character's constant unraveling. He's an alcoholic. He's got a bad relationship with his father. He has a bad relationship with his staff. He has a bad relationship with his daughter. And he's wrong about a lot of stuff. And the one person he can rely on is Ricky Lindstrom, who's the smartest person in the police station. And it's basically a police procedural in most cases that involves a werewolf, but the focus is heavily on the mystery, and his unraveling is the central fun of the whole piece. It's a tour de force on his part as a writer, director, and main star. So he's someone to watch. I think he's great. The thing is that you don't get a lot of werewolf movies, and they're not always the best. We did have a recent one on Disney Plus, of course, as part of the Marvel universe. And I hear Ryan Gosling is going to do one with his best pal, Derek DiFinanzo. It's an impossible name to pronounce, but he's done about 5 movies with him. And he's usually doing typical indie style. So it's always a welcome to see 2 well-made werewolf movies, because we don't get to see them that often. So I think they should be as popular as vampires and zombies, but you know, gotta get to work, people.